What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Anthony. You're watching Crypto Ride, and today we've got a Bitcoin update video for you. Since last week when I made this video talking about how $100,000 Bitcoin is a real possibility, we did exactly what I was talking about, or Bitcoin did exactly what I was talking about, in remaining above $10,000 for 100 consecutive days. And if you watch that video, you know that that means $100,000 is a real possibility if history is to repeat itself. But before we get too ahead of ourselves and talk about $100,000 Bitcoin, I'm going to run some TA in this video and let you guys know why I think $17,000 Bitcoin is within striking distance, probably within the next 1 to 2 days or 1 to 2 weeks. And we're also going to talk about what a Joe Biden and Democratic president in the United States could mean for Bitcoin and why that's bullish, and also get into the fact that institutions are investing in cryptocurrency and digital assets like Bitcoin in droves. And if it's your first time stopping by, Crypto Ride is the YouTube channel that helps you safely navigate the ups and downs of cryptocurrency through crypto news videos, technical analysis videos, and crypto project reviews. So if you are serious about including cryptocurrency investing in your overall wealth building strategy, go ahead and subscribe. Join the community by touching or smashing that subscribe button down by my face in the lower right corner. Also, while you're at it, if you can hit the like button, that will help this video perform. But let's do a quick refresh live and look at this market. At the moment, we are sitting at $461 billion, and the overall market capitalization of the entire asset class. Bitcoin at $15,738. And like I said, I'm going to let you know why I'm bullish in this video. But many of the coins, if you see in the top 10, almost all of them are up today, right? Actually, literally all of them are up, aside from the stable coin here, because people are probably moving out of stable coins and into altcoins or Bitcoin at the moment because the market is bullish, and that's a lot of times what people do in those situations. But let's take a look at this article first from Cointelegraph. This came out just 35 minutes ago, and it says here, as Bitcoin price rises, institutions get down with digital assets. So institutional interest in Bitcoin continues to rise as bullish sentiment around Bitcoin prevails. And I can speak to this just from what I've seen on my Twitter account too. I mean, you go on Twitter, if you're part of crypto Twitter, and all you see is people talking about, you know, Lambos again, how crypto is going to the moon. And it really reminds me a lot of 2018, 2017, when I first started investing in this stuff. But let's take a deeper look at what's happening and really talk about grayscale a little bit. So with Bitcoin price sentiment continuing to remain bullish following the uncertainty brought on by the US presidential election, institutional investors seem to be getting more interested in betting on the markets. In the 7-day period ending on October 27th, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, run by Grayscale Investments, saw a record inflow of $215 million, or 15,000, almost 16,000 Bitcoin. That surpassed all of its weekly inflows since inception. So not only are people buying Bitcoin, but they're buying it at a faster pace than they ever have before. That's really important on a fundamental level for you guys to understand that not only are we bullish, we're seeing more institutional adoption, and we're seeing PayPal, and we're seeing businesses. Matter of fact, let me talk to you a little bit about that. Right, so companies like MicroStrategy, Square, and Stone Ridge buying Bitcoin as a treasury reserve will pave the way for other firms to follow suit. So people are buying Bitcoin, or I shouldn't say people, but companies are buying Bitcoin, if you haven't heard about that, and they're using it as part of their cash reserves. And they're potentially paving the way for other firms to follow suit, especially considering the significantly positive business impact these investments have yielded. So they're seeing big returns on their Bitcoin. Like, rather than keeping their reserves in cash, they're taking a portion of it and moving it to Bitcoin. And for companies MicroStrategy and Square, this is becoming the major driving force behind their revenues. So this is how the companies are actually making most of their profit right now. And this will start a major trend as we continue this year and move into 2021, which is bullish for Bitcoin. And we've also seen regulation tilt in Bitcoin's favor as US banks are now able to custody it. So US banks are allowed to hold your Bitcoin for you. These are huge catalysts. And keep in mind, Bitcoin is the best performing asset all year. It's up 115% year to date compared to gold at less than 30% and the S&P at around 8% this year. So Bitcoin is slaying. Now, this article just came out yesterday from Business Insider, and I wanted to share this one with you. So Joe Biden, the new president-elect in America, is saying that people need coronavirus relief right now as Republican and Democratic divisions hold up a stimulus package and $1,200 checks. So if you're a stock market investor, an equities investor like I am also, you probably saw the rally based off of Pfizer's vaccine for coronavirus, which is very good news. But that will take time to implement, and at the moment we are seeing rises in the amount of coronavirus cases, and there is still worry about a second wave of coronavirus. And Biden, as a Democratic president, he is pushing for a new stimulus package. So President-elect Joe Biden urged lawmakers to quickly pass a coronavirus relief package on Tuesday, saying people and small businesses are in immediate need of federal assistance. One of the urgent things that need to be done is people need relief right now. Right now, small businesses, people who are about to be evicted from their homes because they can't pay their mortgage. And Biden said this at a press conference. So on a basic level, a Joe Biden presidency means we have a Democrat in office, and Democrats have been pushing for more. They want a bigger stimulus relief package than Republicans do in America. So what's that mean for us as Bitcoin investors? It means more stimulus, more money printing, potentially more inflation, and that's going to lead to people running to cryptocurrencies to hedge against the US dollar. I'm not here telling you that the US dollar is going to hyperinflate, because I highly doubt that will happen as the world reserve currency, but more stimulus will probably lead to more bullish price action for Bitcoin. So let's take a quick look at the price chart here. I mean, down in March when the coronavirus first hit, in that first wave, we were down around $4,000, $5,000. And now you can see we're pushing towards $16,000. So congratulations to you if you got in at that point. Let me know in the comments section, when did you first invest in Bitcoin? I'm curious what you guys say. For me, I got in literally on January 1st of 2018. That was my first purchase. I bought it at almost $14,000, and I was in the hole for a long time. And so what I did was I just bought the dips for the last couple of years, and now I'm finally doing really well on these investments. But let's take a look at the charts. So what we're looking at here is the 4-hour chart. And you can almost see we got this uptrend here, which is actually relatively steep, dating back to November 2nd. And it almost looks like an ascending triangle, but I'm not going to call it that because it hasn't been 2 weeks yet. And usually you need 2-week minimum to call patterns what they are. But let's just talk about what this is, because it is behaving like one. So you've got the uptrend. You keep trying to test these levels. And look, you can see we tested this level again today. This literally happened in the time I was prepping for this video. In between that time and now when I was recording it, we tested that high again, which was $15,875. That is the level we need to break. Okay, so keep an eye on that if you're waiting for Bitcoin to break up, if you're considering trading it, or looking for some sort of a breakout. If you're a breakout trader, keep an eye on that number, right? If we fall below this trend line, well, I'll tell you, just if you're in this and you want to cover your shorts, I can see it falling as low as $15,071, or basically $15,000. If it breaks below that, you might want to cover your shorts just in case it falls lower, because that would be to 14,800 or potentially down to 14,500. So, you know, those are your last really significant levels of support. But I want to tell you why I think $17,171 is a real possibility in the coming weeks, or potentially this week. And so I've switched out, I've zoomed out to the weekly chart here. So these are weekly candles. Each one of these candles represents 1 week of price action. And if you go all the way back here to our highs of December 17th, first of all, let's just talk about that. That's as far back as I have to go to find past levels of resistance. So that's how high the price is right now, which is really amazing. If you've been in this for a couple years like I have, you know, smash the likes. Again, let me know when you started investing in Bitcoin, but it's been a rough go, and it's just so amazing to see this thing really building steam in the way that I know I envisioned it would when I first invested, and maybe you did too if you were kind of seeing that vision back a year or two ago. But yeah, so we have 2 weekly candles here. If I scroll in back around that time frame, and this was a weekly high, this was a weekly high, and so this was a resistance level. $17,000 is also a significant psychological level, and we've talked about psychological levels on this channel too. I do think if we break out to the upside, that is where we will stall, but there's not much resistance if we get above that level I just spoke about of $15,875 or certainly $16,000. If you see this thing break above $16,000, I think $17,000 could very easily be in the cards. Smash the like button. Never invest more than you can afford to lose in cryptocurrency. Enjoy the ride, and I'll see you guys in the next video.